Here in Taiwan, social enterprises have taken off. They are a unique blend of business and charity. Like a business, they bring in revenue and are financially self-reliant in a free market economy. And like a charity, their mission is promoting, encouraging and affecting social change. Today, in the first part of a two-part Sunday special report, we take you inside two social enterprises that are bringing change to Taiwan, one sale at a time.
In the narrow space of this thrift store, Song Yuexiu is busy sorting clothes that people have donated.
因为我们这里的衣服都是200块以下比较多。
Most of our clothes here go for 200 NT or less. Even items that could be considered new will be tagged at a relatively low price. So many people come here to hunt for treasures.
This secondhand shop has everything from clothing and shoes to everyday items. Its goods were donated from all over. After they're sorted, repaired, and put on the shelves, they are sold at bargain prices. This store is run by an association called the Carpenter's House. According to the association's founder and general manager Liu Xiurong, the business generates a monthly profit of about 200,000 NT, all of which goes to cover staff's wages.
About half the people who work at this charity are registered disabled.
At this store, maximizing profits is not a core objective. Instead, the mission is employing the disadvantaged in jobs that affords them dignity. Social enterprise is the name given to organizations like this, which try to fulfill a social mission while earning enough money to be sustainable. 20 years ago, Liu and her friends saw that many teens were loitering on the street with nothing to do. So they raised some money and opened a coffee shop in Zhongli. They offered drinks and English conversation classes taught by a foreign pastor and English teachers, all free of charge.
Over time, I noticed that several of the people who visited during the day perhaps had emotional issues, poor relationships, psychological problems, or some disability. Eventually, many of them said to me, "I'm not comfortable coming here for free food and drink every time. Is there anything I can do? Tell me, what do you need help with?"
And then, Taiwan's economy entered a downturn that saw factories move overseas and the unemployment rate going up. The Carpenter's House signed up to participate in a government employment scheme, and it started to train employees to process donated second-hand goods. Later, the association also set up a carpenter's workshop and a tailoring business. Over the span of 20 years, the association has offered nearly 300 work opportunities. Another social entrepreneur is Zheng Huiru. Her business is in the food and beverage industry.
我小时候住新竹嘛，所以在新竹火车站有一个老先生。
I lived in Hsinchu when I was little. There's an old man near Hsinchu train station who has been begging in the underpass since I was in elementary school. When I grew up and started working, I saw that he was still there waiting for a handout. But we would be helping him more by devising a means to make him self-sufficient, such as by providing job training.
4 years ago, Zheng and her husband launched a restaurant with a mission. 60% of their employees are from disadvantaged families.
我们觉得餐饮啊是所有的工作中最容易上手的工作。
We felt that of all the work out there, skills in the food and beverage industry are the easiest to pick up. Even with no prior experience, you can be all set after 2 or 3 days working at our business.
Store manager Lu Liqi used to work at a trading company. She quit her job to care for her mother-in-law after a car accident. Not too long afterward, financial difficulties at home forced her to look for part-time work. It wasn't easy to get back into the job market, and she needed help to get back in the game.
因为我也完全都不懂这行业。
I knew nothing about this industry. Sometimes I miss things during service, and my supervisor reminds me about it. Back when I was in the trading company, if a person did something wrong, the boss would say, "There's no need to come back to work tomorrow."
Wu Zhaohuang, who repairs second-hand appliances, was born with a heart disease. He's nearly blind in his right eye, and the vision in his left is only 20/200. After years of trying to find a job to no avail, he met Liu Xiurong, who opened up for him a window into a new world.
Sister Liu really took care of me and helped me a lot. About a week after I first came to the carpenter's house, an electric fan broke. She told a co-worker to recycle it. I said, "Let me fix it, why recycle it?" After that, she gave me a whole room of appliances to fix. She really trusted me.
Wu has been fixing appliances for 13 years now. His workday is flexible, based on the needs of his physical condition. For people like him, social enterprises offer opportunities that were previously unthinkable. But despite the good that they can do, these types of businesses have a hard time staying afloat. 60% shut down within 5 years of opening, and 40% of them operate at a loss. Next week, we'll look into the ways that social enterprises stay sustainable in part 2 of our special report.